wonderful day. We are here for our final presentation of our Fine Friday for the Tacoma Holiday Food and Gift Festival. I want to give a hearty shout out to our sponsors, Bates Technical College, which is all around you. They will be getting all the juicy close-up shots on the screen here, so keep an eye out for that. As well as Renewal Remodels and Additions, who have provided the kitchen you see before you. Without further ado, we're going to kick things off. Let's give a warm welcome to Chef Tanya and sous chef Lily. Tell us about what you're doing today.
Hello? Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for waiting. Yeah, we're ready to get started.
We're excited. We're here for it. Everyone has been waiting with bated breath.
Yes, awesome.
Tell us a little bit about what you're here doing.
Of course, we are making Thai food today. It's going to be 3 dishes. It's going to go fast, so pay attention. We are making chicken satay with peanut sauce. We're making pad thai, and we're making pad see ew. It's going to go very fast. We did promise you guys 10-minute pad thai, so this is where you're going to see it. And which dish are we starting first? Chicken satay is going on first. And if you already see action here, it's nothing difficult, trust me. So we've put the the peanut sauce on low heat there just to warm it up a little bit. So the peanut sauce, very easy, ready to eat. You can microwave it. You can put it in a saucepan just like we have here. We've greased the pan for the chicken satay. And we have our satay seasoning, which is the yellow seasoning here you see on the far left. And we've marinated that in the chicken. And since it's been sitting and marinating in our satay seasoning, it is now ready to be grilled. And so can we show everyone the little skewers here? So we've skewered the chicken, marinated chicken, and they're basically just going onto the pan. So very easy to use.
And how long do you marinate that for typically?
What was that?
How long do you marinate it for?
30 minutes to 1 hour for
Quick.
the chicken. So yes. And so we want to slice the chicken kind of thin so that they get a chance to cook. And just like any skewered meat, you just make sure that it's not too thin but not too thick either. About 3 minutes, cook 3 minutes on each side. And we're just using a regular grill pan here, but you can do over barbecue as well.
I love that. Open flame or on the grill pan. How high do you have that heat?
How high do we have? We put it on high.
Cook.
And so high heat, 3 minutes, and then flip 3 minutes on the other side.
So we're talking big flavors in a quick amount of time.
Yes, exactly. And it's very simple. You know, our inspiration is that there's a lot of street food in Thailand that's not accessible, and it's a lot of ingredients, and you can, source the ingredients yourself and make it. It's just going to take a long time. So with our seasoning, with our sauce, it's ready to go. You get into the kitchen, you can host a party of 10, do some chicken skewers, get some peanut sauce in there, and everyone is so impressed with what you've done. And then if you don't tell them, they don't know that you didn't make it from scratch.
Nobody has to know. So tell us a little bit about your sauces that you have.
Of course. So if you go from your left to the right, we've got our pad see ew sauce. That is our newest sauce, and we've launched it at this event. Pad see ew is a sweet and savory sauce, and if you've been to a Thai restaurant and ordered it before, it's the wide, thick rice noodles, usually served with broccoli and a little bit of carrots. And so yeah, that's our sweet and savory sauce. You can do that in 10 minutes as well. The next one is our pad thai sauce, which I said we did promise 10 minutes pad thai. You will see it. It's a tangy, savory sauce. We don't use ketchup like restaurants do. We use tamarind sauce. So it's authentic taste. It's something that you can get on the streets of Thailand, and it's simple. You like I said, impress your guests. You don't have to tell them where you got it. And then the next sauce is our peanut sauce. It's ready to eat. So you can do a noodle salad, you can do a wrap, you can do a sandwich. We are doing it the traditional way, which is heating it up and then eating with our chicken satay. And then the 2 seasonings you see there, the red one is our bird's eye chili. That's a Thai chili. It's dried. It is a little bit spicier than jalapeno, but not as spicy as habanero. Now, I do gotta warn you, it's Thai heat, so it doesn't disappear. It will stay with you. So the more you eat, the spicier it tends to feel, but it's just your mouth reacting to what's happening.
That just that keeps you wanting to eat more.
Yes.
You know?
Or get a glass of milk. Next one, we have the last one, the yellow one. It's our satay seasoning. You can you see on screen the satay that's happening on the grill pan there? Like I said, we've marinated the chicken with the satay seasoning. It's very easy and versatile. So I use it in my cauliflower fried rice. I use it in a shrimp stir fry, in a vegetable stir fry, a regular fried rice. There's a lot of uses for it. Somebody stopped by earlier and said they would put it on popcorn.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I've heard, what was it that I've heard? Fries as well. So,
Put it on everything.
Yeah.
We have a question here.
Oh.
Okay, hold on.
False alarm.
Not a hand, just saying hello, and I'm taking up his seat probably. Hey, but that's what'll happen. If you want to ask a question, raise your hand, and I will come to you. I was like, no? Okay. Moving on.
Yeah. So anyways, the chicken satay now has some grill marks on it, and that's what we want, and it's cooking very nicely. I don't know if you can smell it. I can.
We're getting a little bit of it out here.
Yeah. So that's happening there. And the peanut sauce, very fast. It's already off the heat. It's already warmed up, so it's ready to go. Like I said, you can microwave that as well. Super quick, super fast. And yeah.
And that chicken is already looking beautiful. Nice grill marks on there from the pan.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, and then another thing as well with the satay seasoning, I do want to encourage everyone to use it on just more than chicken. So think about tofu. You could go beef. We've had someone put it on steak, and they said it was great. It's not a steak seasoning, but it works.
Like sometimes you just, you rework it, you use it as your own, and
yeah, exactly.
So tell us a little bit about Chef's background. Where has Chef Tanya been, and what are the roots there?
Of course. So Chef Tanya is a corporate caterer, and then in the middle of the pandemic, there was no catering available, basically. And so she just started curating all her recipes and creating these things and making sure that it's something that people can cook at home. And once the recipe was set, after 150 tries of making sure it's an authentic taste, something that we can get on the streets of Thailand. Then we went into production, and we have Namjai Thai. Namjai means generosity, because that's what Thai people have. We have a lot of generosity, and so that's the inspiration for our name, Namjai Thai. And we just want to make sure when you go to Thailand and you eat its street food and it's got 8 different ingredients that are really hard to source, how can we make it so that you can have that at home without having to go to 8 different places to find these sauces, right? So that's what's so special about these sauces. It makes it easy. It makes it fast. It's impressive. You don't have to do the legwork yourself. And so 10 minutes pad thai, 10 minutes pad see ew. I do also want to talk about the pad see ew sauce because it is a new sauce. It's got a lot of uses as well, just like the satay seasoning. So if you are thinking, pad see ew may be a little too advanced for me, I've never had it, I'm not sure about it, you can do fried rice, you can do a beef chili basil stir fry, you can do drunken noodles. There's a lot of uses for it as well. And then I do want to translate a little bit. Pad, P-A-D, pad, means stir fry. So whatever you can stir fry, you can use the sauces for.
I love that. And where are you guys based out of?
We are based out of Gig Harbor, and all our products are produced locally. So we are a local women-owned business. Thank you. We have we have a booth at the Maple Valley Farmers Market. Of course, their last market is going to be October 29th, which is a harvest market. So that's where we've been this past summer, just selling our sauces, getting a lot of feedback from customers on how they've been using our products. And yeah, it's been really exciting.
I love that. And things like this, especially making it so fast and accessible. You think about the holidays and when you're entertaining family and friends, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the kitchen to just present something that folks just want to dig into and hang out and gather.
Exactly. The other thing, too, is I know for me at least, sometimes I get home from work and I'm tired and I don't want to think about what I'm doing and, how I'm doing it. So after you've tried our products a couple times and you're comfortable with it, that's when you can whip out really quick dinners. Like I said, cauliflower fried rice, healthy, still tasty. You can add, your own ingredients, make it really your own. So this is a chance for you to test out Thai street food at home by yourself in 10 minutes, and it's very quick and easy. So, okay. So now the chicken is all cooked. We are going to get started on pad thai. Like I said, 10 minutes. So oil in the skillet. First, we have red onions and shallots, and it goes into the pan. So that's pad thai, just so you know. So pad thai in the skillet while the chicken here is cooking. So the shallots are cooking, and we just kind of basically want to stir around until it's a little fragrant. A little bit of multitasking here as well.
Love it. You get the little sizzle from the pan there.
Right. Okay, so we're keeping the chicken hot while we're cooking the pad thai. Oh. Hello?
We gotcha.
We're keeping the chicken hot here while we're cooking the pad thai, so when you guys sample it, it's, it's still hot. So now we put the protein in. We've picked chicken for the pad thai, but you can do shrimp, you can do beef pad thai, you can do tofu, anything. Stir it around and get that chicken mixed in with the onion. So again, you can use either red onion or shallot. And then we have that chicken in there for the pad thai. And then while she's cooking that, I do want to talk about the pad thai noodles. Yeah. A lot of the times when you Google, they'll say, soak the noodles and do this and do that. Our instructions say boil water, put the noodles in there for 4 minutes, and then, while you're cooking the protein and stuff, after you've got everything in there, then you put the cooked noodles in. That's going to be the easiest way. It's really hard to sometimes gauge how long you got to soak the noodles for, and sometimes it comes out too dry and too hard. And so boil the water, 4 minutes, take it out, stir fry. It should be perfect.
Love that. Oh, we have a question here. I'm coming up.
So,
you're giving us lots of great tips and ideas, but is there a website or someplace we can go to if we don't remember the information later on?
Yes, of course. So our website is namjaikitchen.com. That's NAMJAI kitchen.com. Thank you. Oh, so now the noodles are going in. So, like I said, the noodles are cooked. 4 minutes boiling water. The noodles are cooked, and it goes in there. So now you just basically stir everything up. The trick to making pad thai is you just want to keep stirring it. Get everything, all the ingredients mixed in with that onion in there.
And I did see up above next to your sauces there that you have some postcards or handouts. Does that have your website and recipes on there?
It has our pad thai website, and it should have, our pad thai recipe, and it should have our website on there as well. If anything, it does have our name, so just put namjaikitchen.com and you should be able to find the website. Our products are available on the website. However, if you get it here, you don't have to pay for shipping. So we are at booth number 1741. We're in the exhibit hall. So not in the dome, but exhibit hall over there, booth number 1741. And so now we've got the eggs going in there. So like I said, it's high heat. You want to get the eggs in there. And a trick with the eggs is that you don't want to immediately mix it because it will get all into the noodles and it gets a little soggy and crazy. So you want to really cook that egg, get it to harden a little bit, then continue to stir fry. But with everything else, you just keep stir frying it, keep, mixing the ingredients together.
I love that. So easy. And it smells delicious.
Thank you. And next we have the sauce going in. That is our pad thai sauce. So now we're nearing the end. So we've got, let's list the ingredients again. The onion, the chicken, the eggs, noodles, our sauce. She's not measuring because she's an expert, but when you go home, we do have the recipe on the back of our label. So, read the recipe, adjust it. If you want it saltier, a little more tangy, feel free to use more or less. But each jar should make about 10 to 12 servings of pad thai.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Another trick as well is because we don't want the egg to get soggy, like I said earlier, you can set the egg on the side as well to let it cook by itself before stirring it into the pad thai noodles.
And we have a great overhead shot of that, just kind of seeing them side by side.
Thank you.
It is always fun to watch the chefs because rarely do they measure things. They're professionals. They just they're like, this is a quarter cup. I know exactly how much it is.
Exactly. And we are making a little more than one serving today because there's quite a few of you, so we want to make sure everyone's getting samples. So usually if you cook it at home, it's probably not going to be as much as this, but do adjust, with the noodles and everything. Our noodles will make about 8 servings. They do expand as you cook them. And then, like I said, when you're cooking, especially with Asian food, try to taste it along the way. Yeah. That will get you the right amount of how much sauce you would like. You can start with the 2 tablespoons that we recommend. Okay, so we want to pass out the pad thai so that you guys have a chance to taste it while you're watching the next 2 demos. Oh, do we have bean sprouts?
I love it. Question here.
How long does the jar stay good for once you open it?
The pad thai sauce and the pad see ew sauce will stay good for 3 to 4 months. Just keep it in the fridge. And then the peanut sauce has to be used a little faster, so that's up to 10 days. Keep it in the fridge as well.
And what were the greens that you put in there?
The greens.
Green onion? Or
Oh, sorry. Green onions. I missed that. She was sneaky.
You just look away for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Chef Tanya is tossing things in there.
Yes. So at the end, you have a chance to make it very beginner or very advanced. So as you get better at it, I would just put bean sprouts or I guess in this case, green onions. As you start to get more advanced, you can put crushed peanuts on top. You can put a little bit of Thai chili in there for a little bit of a kick. It can be a 10-minute easy pad thai or a 10-minute plus a little extra on the side.
Love it.
So we're just plating that now so that we can get you guys some samples.
This is a rare treat. Usually you guys have to wait the whole time before you get any nibbles at all. That is the generosities in the name. You see it here on stage right before you.
I am trying to find some forks. We have some. We have some forks. Yeah.
We don't want you eating with your fingers, guys. I mean, you could. You could. Fingers are great tools for all sorts of things. So, Lily, tell me, is this a family business? You're here on stage with Chef Tanya.
It is a little bit. It is a bit of a family business. But, all the credit goes to Chef Tanya. She's the one that created the recipes, tested all of them, and, made sure that this is something that everyone's going to have a great time cooking, and it's easy enough for you all to cook Thai food. So, definitely. And then, the marketing, the design of the labels, everything is kind of created by someone we know or
I
someone
love
in the family.
that. Because it's such a beautiful product with great flavors, and it's really nice to see, local here in the South Sound area.
Yes. Okay. I will bring around some food. If you want samples of pad thai and satay, please raise your hand.
There's a lot of hands. There's a lot of hands.
Thank you.
Here, I'm going to come up. I'm going to stop talking to this microphone, so don't mind us. Talk amongst yourselves.
So yeah, what you're going to get on the plate is going to be the pad thai with the satay and peanut sauce on top of the satay. Coming around. Okay.
So who has the first bites? We feeling good? Tasty, yes. And you saw how quick that came together. You have a protein and noodles, beautiful flavors, in no time at all.
Come this side.
And it smells good.
Yeah. We have a lot, so.
There's plenty. And this will be a quicker wait than the usual 30 to 45 minutes, which I love.
That one's ready.
I'm jealous. Who knew you were going to get chairside service, guys? When does that happen? Thought you were going to get Christmas shopping done. Instead, you get chairside service. Have we gotten a lot of shopping done? I haven't done any bit of shopping. I've been here only at the stage. I'm a little jealous. I spied Santa for a whole 2 seconds.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, we're putting Ken to work. I like it. Ken's with Bates. He's back there cracking a whip, making sure everything looks good. And serving plates. You gotta respect the microphone. If I drop it, I already know I'm in big trouble. Okay, guys? Microphones are expensive. When they say drop the mic, don't you dare. Don't you dare. It is a shame.
Oh, fork. Yeah.
So we have 2 dishes here on this one plate. What will be the third dish today?
The third dish is going to be pad see ew, and I see that we just ran out of pad thai, so you are now getting
Chicken.
sauteed chicken with peanut sauce on
So
it.
delicious. So if you have peanut allergy,
Yeah, if you have
please do
peanut allergy,
not.
I'm so sorry. Yeah. Thank you.
Are we able to do one without the sauce? They might all be sauced. A little assembly line here. So the final dish today will be...
Pad see ew, which is the sweet savory sauce we were talking about.
So you want to save your forks because there will be other
sauteed
samples.
chicken? Yeah. Sauteed chicken. Thank you.
Thanks, Ken. Everyone here works multiple jobs. Let's give it up for Lily and Ken. Serving up the goodies.
Here you go.
Thank you for your patience,
Thank
guys.
Thank you for waiting. All right, so while you're enjoying that, we're going to get started on the third dish, which is pad see ew.
It's so quiet out here.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go.
Woohoo! Oh my gosh. All right. Well,
So don't leave your seat to go buy sauce just yet.
Mhm.
But when Chef Tanya wraps it up, you can head beeline right over to their booth.
Right, exactly. So with pad see ew, I get a lot of questions around the noodles. It can be hard to find the noodles based on where you're at. So if you go to an Asian grocery store, you can usually find the thick, wide noodles in the refrigerated section. If you don't have any of that, you can get creative. Use ramen noodles. Use the dry rice noodles if you can find. Our rice noodles is the same noodles you find in pad thai or pho noodles, the Vietnamese pho noodles. Same thing. You do have to cook them before. With the wide rice noodles that are refrigerated, you basically get them home, you separate them, and the best thing to do is as soon as you get home, separate them, put them in Ziploc bags so that you have the servings ready to go when you make them. You don't want to overcrowd the pan with too much noodles because you don't get that crunchy noodle toasting that happens when you do it serving by serving. And so if you can't find the sliced version of the wide rice noodles in the fridge, you can get the sheets. So buy the sheets, get them home, slice them, separate them, put it in a Ziploc bag, and then in the fridge you have servings ready to go. So you just you prep all your ingredients, you grab a bag of noodles, and all into a pan.
I love that. The pre-prep is the name of the game.
Yeah. So we're getting ready now to make the pad see ew. Like I said, it's going to be a sweet, savory sauce. We are, our proteins and veggies today are going to be chicken with broccoli and carrots. Now, traditionally, pad see ew has Chinese broccoli, which is called gailan in Chinese. So, but today we're using just broccoli and carrots so that everyone can, you can find that at your grocery store.
Love that. Very accessible ingredients. You can swap them out for other things if you really wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the fun of test kitchens is we don't always have a full working sink and things like that. These chefs are ingenious, I tell you. They work with what they got. We have a question here.
So I notice Chef Tanya is working with the wok there. Do you have any tips for using a wok, just in a general way?
I am not an advanced enough of a cook to provide advice on cooking. However, from my short limited time in the kitchen testing recipes and cooking for myself and my boyfriend, I can say that anything with a higher side will prevent all your noodles and everything from going outside the pan. So you obviously don't want to use a huge pot because that's for a soup and that's different. But if you don't have a wok, just use something with a higher side so that you can stir the ingredients around. We do have the 10-minute pad thai recipe here, so if you'd like one, I'll come and give that to you now. Oh, so use the non-stick pan. That's the best way to do it, because then with the wok, you gotta season it, you gotta take care of it. It's basically like a little baby, and some of us don't really want to deal with that.
Make it easier, you know. We had a cast iron waffle iron up here earlier. A little sticky to work with. It's always fun to see what the chefs are experimenting with and what they recommend.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, so if you missed out on the 10-minute pad thai recipe, we've got some more handouts up here that you can grab.
Oh, we have a couple hands, Lily.
Oh, okay.
Right here. They need it.
So Chef Tanya right now is showing us the thick, wide rice noodles that we're going to make the pad see ew with. Yeah, thank you. And so the oil goes in the pan, like any good stir fry.
And what kind of oil would you recommend?
Canola oil is
Canola.
best, but, I use olive oil too.
Yeah? Use what you have if you need to.
Yeah. So again, it's going to be medium-high heat. You don't want it too hot at first when you're first starting out, if you're learning to cook it for the first time. And then pad see ew has garlic. So now in goes the garlic. And you want to make sure you get it so that it's fragrant first, and then you add all the other ingredients. And in our pad see ew is the pink label, and it's a dark brown sauce. So if you do forget, you can ask. Next thing goes in protein. So same thing with the pad thai, right? For pad thai, we've got onion chicken. Now we've got garlic, then chicken for the pad see ew. It's it's kind of a different flavor. Whatever floats your boat, we have something for everyone. So for the pad see ew, it's going to be a sweet, savory sauce. And so now we want to cook the chicken till it's almost done before adding the other stuff.
And what are some of the main ingredients in that sauce?
So the main ingredient would be soy sauce. Soy sauce, oyster sauce, sugar. There's about 9 ingredients in there. So the reason why we made this sauce is so that you don't have to go out looking for 9 ingredients. You have one jar. It does it all. It does chili basil stir fry. It does drunken noodles. It does pad see ew, fried rice, whatever you need it to do.
Beautiful. Perfectly balanced.
Yes. So now you've got the chicken cooking in that garlic. I'm going to guess the next thing to go in is either the vegetables or noodles. But you get the hang of it now, right?
Chef Tanya looked over like, maybe.
Maybe. Is it A or B? And just so you know, I'm a very beginner cook, and I have tested all these sauces to make sure that they work. So the order isn't exactly that important. I know for fact. So now in goes the noodles.
Good guess.
Yes, exactly. So with the noodles and pad see ew, you know, it has that toasting, which is why the noodles are going in first. And then with broccoli and carrots. Okay. Chef Tanya has blanched the broccoli and the carrots a little bit in hot water so that it's a little softer and doesn't require as much cooking. And after the noodles, they'll go in. Yeah,
And Chef,
all the noodles go in.
we have a question here.
Okay, I've tried this so many times and I suck at it. So I mean I'm not very well with the noodles. Now, did you have it soaking in water after you cooked them, or were they like soaked in water before?
The noodles for pad see ew or for
Yes,
pad
pad
thai?
see
For
no,
pad
no,
see
pad
ew.
see ew.
Okay, so the noodles for pad see ew, they come refrigerated. They're not in a water. They're in a pack, usually in a styrofoam container looking thing.
Right, but they looked slippery. So did you put them in a little bit of water before you threw it in the pan, or
No,
was that just
that's what the separation does, right? So when you get it from the store, separate them and then put them in the bag. So that's what Chef Tanya has done here before getting here today. So separating them before you cook them is what's going to get them to look the same way that it does here.
We just learned something. See?
Another trick as well is when it's cold, it can be a little hard to separate them. So leave them in room temp. They're fine there. They're not going to spoil unless you leave them for 2 days. Don't do that. But separate them when they've kind of gotten down to room temperature a little bit. And once you've separated them, pack them in Ziploc bags are really easy. It is, when you first do it, not the easiest thing to separate these noodles. You'll get the hang of it. Don't give up.
Keep trying. Experiment. That's
Yes.
half the fun of cooking there.
Yes. If all else fails, ramen noodles. Yes. So the toasting that I was talking about, once you put in noodles, you kind of want to let it sit for a little bit so that it toasts on the bottom. And that's going to give it that brown coloring on the noodles and the smokiness. And then the sauce will give it a brown coloring as well, but that's for flavor. So
You getting the aromas out here? We've got
Yeah.
the garlic.
yeah. Usually the stove would be a little hotter than this, but your test kitchen here, so.
Test kitchen. We work with what we have.
All right, sounds good.
And we're just working those. Are we using wood utensils for?
Yes, we are. It's a non-stick pan, so we don't want to use metal on that. But if you have a wok at home, you're, in there, just giant wok, super advanced cook. by all means, knock yourselves out. So a little bit of oil, and like I said before, the eggs don't go in there right away with everything because it will. There's a timing for eggs. So now the eggs will go in, and you want to let the eggs cook for a little bit. And while it's cooking too, the noodles are still toasting, so you get more of that smokiness and brownness in the noodles.
So how many eggs would you like per serving? Would you add?
Whatever you like. So if you like
Recommend
2 eggs, 3 eggs, the more eggs you put in there, the soggier it will get. So let's say you're an egg enthusiast and you just love eggs. You want to put 5 eggs in one serving, right? That's going to require more toasting and more cooking of the eggs before you mix it all up. You mix it up too soon, it gets soggy. Same thing happens with fried rice, pad thai, any Asian food that has eggs in it. You have to cook the eggs before you stir it all in, otherwise it's just soggy and not the best. So now we've got, so far, garlic, chicken, noodles, and eggs. And then set the eggs on the side so that it can cook for a little longer.
Just let them firm up a little bit.
Yes, exactly.
And so we blanch the broccoli.
Yes.
Have we pre-cooked the carrots at all, or are those raw?
Yes, those are blanched as well. So if you If you don't want to have to do all that, you can skip the carrots and you can go the traditional route and get gailan or Chinese broccoli. Chinese broccoli cooks for a lot less time, so you want to do Chinese broccoli basically almost last. If you cook Chinese broccoli for too long, I don't know if anyone's done it, it's bitter and gross. It's not great.
It's not a good time for anyone.
No, but you can also use cabbage. So if you're having a hard time with the blanching of the vegetables and timing of them, use cabbage, really easy to use in anything. You can use that in a pad thai as well.
Great tip. I love it.
And we do have sample of our sauces and the satay seasoning at our booth 1741. We are, again, in the exhibition hall. So you got to go through this dome into the exhibition hall, and we're over there.
Gotta meander over. There's a lot of legwork to be done.
Yes. So now that you've got everything in there, let me name the ingredients again. Garlic, chicken, eggs, noodles, vegetables. The sauce is going in last. And it's not like pad thai, so this is a little more forgiving. Pad thai sauce, if you put it in too early, it can burn a little bit and just get dry. With pad see ew, real easy. Put it in whenever you know, let it cook. Get that smokiness flavor. Again, she's not going to measure. So so when you're doing this at home, the serving size will be a little smaller, and you'll have to read the instructions. The good thing is our labels have recipe on the back. It is a little small because we try to fit a lot into our label.
Yeah.
But once you get the hang of it, the second time, third time should be really easy for you. So now we've got the pad see ew sauce in there. The noodles are continuing to cook a little bit, and you, again, continue to stir fry. And as always, taste as you go. You don't want it too salty. You don't want it, not enough sauce in there. If you measure, you wouldn't have as much of a problem.
Chef is a professional now.
Of course.
She knows. But quality control. It's always good to test things for you guys. And again, part of the fun. So if folks wanted to find you today, they will obviously go to the booth, but can they find you online as well?
Of course. So we are at namjaikitchen.com. So that is NAMJAI kitchen.com. So you can order online. We are also on the shelves of Tacoma Boys grocery store.
Oh, I love that.
So you can find us there as well. And then we will be at the Maple Valley Harvest Market on October 29th. So if you don't get it here, you can go to the Maple Valley Market. For this, I'm going to start in the back because I feel like the people in the back.
The patience really paid off. Again, remember, we don't usually get samples until the very end. So your patience is paying off, but you're getting it a little early.
Alrighty.
Generosity of spirit. You don't have to just sit here and smell it.
And I don't know how long that was, but that was our 3 dishes.
I mean,
That was our chicken satay, pad thai, and pad see ew.
let's give them guys. Do we have any questions for Chef Lily?
Go ahead. Thank you.
No questions. Well, any final thoughts, Lily or Chef?
Well, while I'm passing out samples, visit us at booth 1741 in the exhibition hall. We're called Namjai Thai. We're so happy to be bringing you Thai food at home. It's good home cooking. Impress all your friends and family. Tell them all about us. Go to namjaikitchen.com for online orders. Thank you.
Yeah, and then we also have those recipes up here if you want to grab that. You can packaging if you kind of meander up. Say hello to Chef. I love the hands of like, please. Doing good. They're coming out, guys. Let's give another round of applause.
Thank you.
I will say this is the first, maybe only the second time I've seen 3 dishes busted out in this short period of time. That is impressive, and that just goes to prove that you can do it at home. So, nab some sauce and impress folks with big flavors in just a little bit of time. I think it's amazing. I love that style. They don't need to know. We let Chef Tanya do all the hard
Well.
work.
They don't need to know, but you might want to tell them.
It's true. They're like, what's your secret? And then you're like, okay. I'll bust out the jar. We'll tell you all
Yeah.
about it. That's what we do for our loved ones.
Thank you. Here you go.
Oh, Lily, getting in those steps. Thank
Coming
you
over
guys
to you
so much
guys.
for joining us today. That is our final demo. Tomorrow we will have 4 more fabulous chefs joining you. Please go see Namjai Thai and their booth. Get all of the goodies so you can marinate them yourself.
Coming to you.
And
next.
that's it. Let's give it up one more time, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right.